Hyundai today is one of the leading automobile companies. It has a market cap of around 52.61 USD and a market share of 5%. It is spread around 193 countries of the world. But the story behind it and its founding is very interesting. Chung Ju-Yung, who was born not to a very blessed family, in a poor family, and he had to work around 17 hours a day in the fields and farms in order to get a two times meal in the day. He wanted to change his situation and he wanted to become a teacher. But unfortunately, his dream was not successful because he was unable to study further due to the poverty that he and his family faced. He used to work 17 hours in the fields and used to go to a nearby city to sell goods. When he went to the city, he saw that people there have better living standards and better clothing and shelter and everything without working half as much hard as they are working. So he got frustrated and at the same time motivated to change his lifestyle as well. He went back to his village and there one day he read a newspaper. In newspaper it was mentioned that a construction company needs some laborers. He decided to go there and then he escaped from the village one night and went to Kowan city, which was around 160 kilometers away from his village. He reached there by walking 160 kilometers. He worked there for 6 to 7 months and he wanted to work more harder and he developed a passion for construction and engineering works by working there. But after 7 months, his father found him out and brought him back towards village. His family was really happy to see him back, but he was not because he didn't wanted to work for 17 hours and still struggle. He wanted to change his lifestyle. He wanted to change his living standards and upgrade them. So he tried to escape two more times, but he was not successful. At the fourth time, he was finally successful, and this time he went to Seoul, the capital of South Korea. There, he worked as laborer, as a factory worker, and finally he got a job of a delivery man in a rice store. He worked so hard and so intelligently that the rice store owner was very impressed by his hard work and his skills and quickly promoted him to become the manager of the store. After becoming the manager, he worked more hard and increased and enhanced his reputation. And in 1932, the store owner felt ill. Then he appointed Chung Ju-Yung as the owner of the store. After being appointed as the owner of the store, he worked much more harder and built a really good image and reputation of himself. Then an unfortunate incident happened and Japanese government, Japanese military took over his rice store. At that time, South Korea was under Japanese rule and World War II was going on. So Japanese military needed rice for their military and they captured his rice store. So he was left with no option. He was disappointed, but he did not lose hope. He then went towards another business, a car repairing business. He took a loan of 3,000 won because of his reputation that he built during his rice store ownership tenure. He got 3,000 wons loan and started a car repairing garage. But after 1 month, his garage got burnt out and he was left with no option and he had to give his loan back too. But instead of being disappointed, he again took a loan of 3,500 won, and again he made and started a new car repairing. This time his car repairing garage was much more modern and much more bigger than the previous one. So this indicated that he didn't lost hope and he wanted to achieve something more bigger. So he started car repairing business, and he had a one great USP at that time, and that was his quick services. His competitors repaired the cars in around average 20 days, but he repaired cars for the customers in only 5 days. This made the customers very impressed by him, and everyone started to come and get their car repaired from Chung Ju-Young's garage. Like that, he expanded his business, and he employed around 80 employees and got a very good revenue and profit as well. But then another unfortunate incident happened, and Japanese government took over his car repairing garage as well, because they needed steel and ammunition for their military. Like that, this business was also closed down. But this time he had savings of around 50,000 won. He went back to his village, and after that, when the World War II ended, and, and Korea broke into two parts, South Korea and North Korea, Chung was remained in South Korea. He then went back to Seoul, and there he worked closely with the US military. At that time, US military was present in South Korea, so he worked in partnership with themselves and constructed camps for US military and constructed buildings as well. At that time, he also worked closely with South Korean government and created Gyeongju Expressway and Soyang Dam as well. After that, at the age of 50, he earned very much and he was comfortable with his life. But his passion did not end it there. He wanted to try something new as well, which was his childhood dream, and that was to start a car company. So in 1967, he founded HMC Hyundai Motor Company. He founded that, and he collaborated with Ford in order to get car manufacturing technology to manufacture his cars. But Ford did not wanted Hyundai to manufacture and sell their own cars, so that was not beneficial for Chung. That is why he finished that partnership in 1972 and tried to find another car companies to partner up and get the car manufacturing technology to start manufacturing its own cars and sell in the market. So he contacted Volkswagen and General Motors, but they refused as well. So he found a partner in the face of Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi allowed Hyundai to make their own cars and sell them. And finally, in 1976, the first car of Hyundai was founded and produced. It was called Pony, and it got around 60% market share of South Korea. But at that time, South Korea's car market was very, very small. Around 30,000 cars were sold. So 60% of that will be around 18,000 cars, which was not enough. And furthermore, in overseas market, the car Pony was failed because its color faded too quickly, and it had mechanical faults, and that is why the company was in loss for the first 7 years, and the management were very worried, but Chung was not worried. Instead of closing down the business, he decided to expand it and make 3 lakh cars. So management was very surprised with this decision, but Chung had something very big in his mind. So what he did, he founded a new factory in 1980 and founded Pony 2. the second car in 1982. And this time it was very popular. It got exported in USA, in Africa, in America, and other countries as well. Because the main focus of Chung at that time was to sell that car and sell that car to other countries instead of South Korea, because the car market was not that big in South Korea at that time. But Pony 2 was not also uh, very much successful in USA. At that time, USA was very big market, very big car market, and Chung wanted to enter in USA market. But the compact car market was already captured by Japanese car companies. So he decided to go towards subcompact cars, and through that he founded Hyundai Excel in 1986 for USA market. USA was a very big market for second-hand cars. So what Chung did best was that he he introduced Excel in the same price in which second-hand car were sold in USA. So like that, USA people decided to buy Excel, and around 1,86,000 Excel were sold in 1986, and in 1987 the sales increased towards 2,70,000, which was a very big success for Chung and Hyundai Motor Companies. So after that success, Hyundai and Chung did not look back. They started to create more cars and expand their market share, increase their dealerships, and like that Hyundai found its name and its reputation that still exists today. At the age of 72, Chung Ju-Yung finally retired as Hyundai's CEO and became honorary chairman of Hyundai. And his brothers and his sons carried out that legacy that Chung left. So like that, Hyundai got so much popular and it was founded like that. I hope you like this story, and if you like this story, so please subscribe my channel. Thank you.